Having struck gold right out of the gate, MTV Animation started getting more shows greenlit left and right in order to hopefully recapture some of the same success they found with Mike Judge's creation. As a result, the studio's second project came to reality in 1994 when they aired the first episode of The Head. I'm not exactly sure what date it premiered. Some sites say August, some say September, and others say December, so if you can find an official, reliable source, leave it in the comments, because I couldn't. It was featured on a planned lineup called MTV Oddities, which was marketed as a new format for the network. Rather than being your typical episodic cartoon format, shows under this label would follow a continuous story arc that would be built upon in subsequent episodes. While MTV continued producing many animated shows after this, only 2 were made under the official MTV Oddities label. The other show was The Max, created off the comic book series of the same name, but that's a different story for a different day. Probably.